Just under 30 minutes ago, Concord announced that the servers are now officially all offline. However, things don't quite end there just yet. That takes us to this post over on Reddit titled, "Allegedly, senior concept artists for Concord are going through an extremely difficult time, and some might no longer want to work in games or design characters after this." So we're going to take a look at a number of tweets that allegedly come from Amanda Kiefer. Before we do, let me give you all the context here. Amanda Kiefer is a senior concept artist over at Firewalk Studios, which is, of course, the studio behind Concord. Now, it looks like she's in protected mode. However, it seems like one of her confirmed followers actually leaked the messages and posted them over on Reset Era. And she was seemingly responding to this person who said, "Kinda want to try to redesign one of the Concord characters. Not to fix art or any pretentious BS, just as an experience to see if I can find where it went wrong in the designs. Also, it sounds like a fun thing to draw. I love GOTG looking stuff." I'm just assuming that stands for Guardians of the Galaxy, but correct me if I'm wrong. I think they look great as background characters in the movie or something. They're just missing the hero part. Yeah, you know, the part that's pretty important for a hero shooter. They look like background characters. That's pretty funny. All right, with that context, let's take a look at this set of messages allegedly from Amanda Kiefer responding to that artist whose tweet we just read. "I was going to DM you after seeing this, but this site makes me pay to do that. So at the risk of getting dogpiled, I'm just going to say this here. A lot affected the art side of Concord, including design by committee, failure, some leadership, to listen to the art team, etc. The character concept art team, including myself, is going through an extremely difficult time emotionally, and some of the team no longer want to work in games, design characters, or even do art anymore after this. Because of this, posts like yours, though understandable, are unfortunately ill-timed. None of us know which way the wind will blow with the studio. We are worried sick and terrified of the future. Not only that, but we have been shouldering the brunt of the emotional labor as executives/directors dodge most of the blame. Behind the scenes of all this talk about Concord and character designs, people's livelihoods are at risk. And there are very real financial consequences that might hurt us even more. That's just what I can say from our point of view. I'm not saying change course or anything. Us artists like being able to use social media to promote our work and get more jobs, but I'm saying we see this, and it does absolutely affect us, since we just got our teeth kicked in. Okay, so if those messages are indeed true, then here's my thoughts. I do agree that the executives, the directors, the suits at the top should not be dodging most of the blame. Clearly, they all wanted this sort of like modern audience approach for Concord that ended up being a terrible decision, and that of course would reflect on the character design team that they hired. At the same time, for all I know, a lot of the character design team may have also wanted to take that approach and had no issue with it. There's really a lot of context that we don't know about. And it does seem fair to say that the character design team probably could have done a better job. Like, there wasn't a single design that really looked good in that game. And pretty much everybody, including myself, won't always do our best work. Sometimes we mess up, sometimes we make mistakes, and that's a normal thing to have happen on occasion. So I do think it's a little tacky for this person to bring up like, oh, our livelihoods are at risk, as if no one's allowed to criticize the character roster of this AAA game. Like, I don't want anyone's livelihood to be at risk, but come on, that's like a guilt-trippy, tacky move. We all need to make an income. That doesn't mean that if we do a bad job on something, no one's allowed to say anything about it. You surely get the point, so I'll leave it there. Let me know what you think about this stuff in the comments. If you enjoyed my coverage, consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.